Hickok 45 here. You know, sometimes it does prove really convenient to have a smaller, thinner pistol. Especially if it's one that shoots pretty well. And also because you can have more than one if you want to. Yeah, buddy. Maybe of the same gun. How's that? Yeah. LC9s. You know about them now, probably. And you know that there's the LC9, there's the LC9s, there's even an LC9, come on out of there, LC9s Pro model. They made that specially for me because I was the only pro they were aware of, right? Only I am allowed to have this gun. You have to be a professional gunman. Don't try to buy it. Just kidding. Yeah, it is called the Pro model though. So I guess it is for pros. Who are the pros out there? But yes, this is mainly wanted to show you these. You've seen this one. Let's see, Kentucky Gun Company gave us that. Pretty cool. And Hickok 45 gave me this one because he bought it at Guns and Leather about a week ago. Okay, found out that the Pro model existed, and you might have heard me bad mouthing a couple of things about this one. Mostly I have praised it because the LC9s, as some of you have discovered, has a marvelous trigger, doesn't it? And that's what the LC9 needed desperately. Ruger fixed it. It's a really, really sweet trigger. Both of these, they're equally good, okay? Problem is, I think they probably got a lot of criticism. Well, you always get criticism about thumb safety. Some people hate a thumb safety worse than a root canal. They really do on a pistol, and this has the thumb safety. For me, and this is the LC9s, the thumb safety is not as big a deal if it's a really positive one that you can engage and disengage. Mainly not engage it and just forget about it, pretend it doesn't exist, and then it's not a problem. This one is a little, it's pretty positive. I don't think it would engage just from rubbing against the holster, but then again it could, you know, so you never know. If I had a safety like that I just knew was not going to inadvertently be engaged when I thought it did not have, that it was off, yeah, that would be bad. I wouldn't like that one bit. I know you wouldn't either. I could live with it if it was extremely positive. You wouldn't want it so stiff you couldn't turn it off, get it off or anything, or on. But that one's kind of marginal. It's in that gray area right there. So, but I carried this gun a lot, and I just left it off. Okay, so pretended it wasn't there. Okay, this one you don't have to pretend. On the LC9s Pro, they have taken that out of the equation. There is no thumb safety. Okay, so I could go either way on that. You know, maybe. The big improvement on the LC9s Pro is you are trusted with this firearm not to have the magazine disconnect. Still fires. Whereas with this baby, which can be very annoying, trigger will not pull. Okay, that's why you have, again, the New Jersey Safe Act, the New York Safe Act magazine there. Put it in and then you can pull the trigger. Okay, so that comes with the gun. Those are really the two differences. I think those are the only differences. Okay, so we really just want to kind of update you on it and let you know it exists if you are not aware of that, because partly you need to know. And it is a nice gun. It is a gun a lot of people are looking at. I see a lot of comments about it, and people, you know, looking for it and planning to buy it. So I want to make you aware of that. Yes, it's not like this one is junk now, but if you don't want the magazine disconnect and if you don't want the thumb safety, the Pro model is the one you want. Okay, now I've looked around and I didn't see a lot of them in shops. So I stumbled upon one at Guns and Leather and I scarfed it up. So they're out there though, okay? And again, it has the same great trigger as this one does. I take a couple shots. Go back and check out the video on that one, and I think you'll see from my slobbering all over it. I've got my pocket holster, you know, Alabama holster I like a lot. Also, Stealth Gear USA sent me one. You know, one of their Onyx holsters for it, so that's cool. I tend to go with a little bit bigger gun if I go up to my belt. because it's kind of a why not if you're wearing a belt gun. But then again, there are advantages to that. It's a smaller holster, it's thinner. The firearm is thinner than, say, a Glock or even a 1911 or something. M&P, you know, name them all. It's a thin gun, and you do kind of forget you have it. So anyway, how you carry it's up to you. As long as you have one, you have to have one. You realize that that's a requirement. But this trigger is just sweet. Who's the next target here? Cowboy. Mr. Gong. I don't think I've shot the gong with this thing. Still haven't, have I? I've got some more magazines in my pocket though. Oh, the long mag. They just come with one magazine. So, but others are available. Yeah, I wasn't getting up high enough, okay? Oh boy. Pretty nice. Now it is a single stack, so it doesn't shoot all day like some other firearms we are aware of. Yep. The Pro model, no magazine disconnect. Pretty nice. Let's make sure it doesn't have a magazine disconnect. Let's pretend we're in an engagement here, and we have fired. Let's see, what's here? 2, 3, 4 rounds in that magazine. So let's say I fire 3 in the heat of battle, and my magazine comes out. Inadvertently, I pushed the button. Oh, where's my magazine? Oh, here comes a rhino at me. I can still defend myself. I will get a malfunction. We have a video on that, by the way. When there's no magazine in there, your last round will very likely do exactly that. That's not a gun problem. That's some issue with physics there, right? Yeah, we do. We have a video on that. Okay. So you have no magazine disconnect, and then and you have no thumb safety. And so that's really all I wanted to show you. So why are you hanging around so long and taking so long with this video? The only other thing I guess I have to add is, again, I guess praise for these guns. Now I don't have I've got some Talon grips for this one on the way. This one, you know, has the full grip. This one I had to cobble a little bit together there. It does have one of the negatives of the gun. I think I talked about it in the other video. Is the grip really is small? It's really small. Okay, it's very small. In fact, after I cobbled this other one up like that, and then I got the real Talon grips to put on it, I just put them on over that. So just a little more meat there, and it feels perfect to me. It really does. But when as these come out of the box, the grip is very, very, very thin to me. I mean, I think it would be to even people with average hands, perhaps. But just so far, a wonderful little pistol, great trigger. And last point, the trigger is very light and very good. So make sure you're ready for it if you're going to carry one of these. Maybe you want this thumb safety. Just be aware, it has a really nice trigger, very light trigger, and you know, a lot of experts, which I don't claim to be, will tell you you may not want a trigger that light in a defensive pistol. Just depends on you. It's up to you. Okay, keep your finger off the trigger unless you're going to shoot it. Not an issue maybe, but anyway, it's very light trigger, almost too light for carry. Wonderful though, really is. So anyway, the Pro model in the LC9s is out there, and it's essentially the same with those few changes. If I've missed something in terms of changes, somebody throw that in there for me and clean up for me, okay? But anyway, I thought you might be interested in that, in a really fine carry pistol in today's world when single stack 9s are what a lot of people are looking for. Life is good.